dream. You're removing some dirt. You're digging it back out. The true mark of a champion is even though some dirt gets thrown on your dream, instead of letting it get buried, you keep shaking it off. You keep moving forward. You keep looking for a new opportunity. You wouldn't be having that opposition if you didn't have something great in you. If your dream wasn't alive and on track, right on schedule to come to pass, you wouldn't have so many things coming against you. That dream is still alive. You may have tried a year ago, 5 years ago, or 40 years ago. Didn't work out. Nobody was there to help you. Go back and try again. This is your time. This is your moment. Your destiny is calling out to you. Can I tell you, your dream is not dead. It's just not in season. Your time is coming. Promotion is coming. Good breaks are coming. Promises you've been standing on. Dreams you've been praying about. Lack is not your destiny. Constantly struggling, barely getting by is not the end of your story. These light afflictions are for a moment. The adversity is temporary. The glory is eternal. Lord, I believe this is my year to get healthy and whole. This is my year to meet the people of my dreams. This is my year to go further in my career, to step into a new level of my destiny. This is my year to accomplish dreams, to break free from this depression. This is my year to meet the right people. This is my year to get healthy and whole. This is your year to see double. This is your year for vindication, for restoration, for new beginnings. Now get your mind going in the right direction.
Here's the secret. The people that do the most with their lives, the people that seem the most self-assured, the ones that seem to embody confidence, the ones that seem to define confidence, they're the ones that had to face down the most fear. They simply didn't linger in it.
Don't hate your competitors. Respect your competitors. Learn from him.
I had a very important person in my life come to me and say, "Who's your hero?" And I said, "I don't know, I gotta think about that. Give me a couple of weeks." I said, "I thought about it. You know who it is?" I said, "It's me in 10 years. So I turned 25 10 years later. That same person comes to me and goes, "So are you a hero?" And I was like, "Not even close." He said, "Why?" I said, "Because my hero is me at 35. So you see, every day, every week, every month, and every year of my life, my hero is always 10 years away. I'm never going to be a hero. I'm not going to attain that. I know I'm not. And that's just fine with me because that keeps me with somebody to keep on chasing."
That's the thing. Success and failure are generally slow processes. Either slowly building things up or gradually tearing them down. And that's why I say you've got to pay attention. You have to watch. You have to watch every single second.
Choose love, and don't ever let fear turn you against your playful heart.
I believe in manifestation. I believe in putting a rocket of desire out into the universe, and you get it when you believe it. You get it when you believe you have it, and that's the key.
So we want to get really sensitized, acutely sensitized, sensory acuity, to whether what we're doing is working or not. And by the way, sensory acuity is really the measure of a person's intelligence. What I mean by that is, how do we measure intelligence? Intelligence is a measure of the number and quality of distinctions you have in a given situation.
You can handle this, you just haven't figured it out yet. It's all right, this is your training period. This is the tuition you have to pay for what you don't know. You can do this, other people have done it. It doesn't take an Einstein. Get you some people that can teach you some stuff that you don't know. Get you some people that have done it successfully and learn from them. Take some seminars, workshops, read some books on how to manage a business. Change the way you see yourself and begin to tend to the personal details. Understand that nobody's going to take care of your business better than you.
You will notice the most successful people in any field, they are usually the ones who have failed more than anybody else. You see the difference between a successful person and everyone else? It's not a lack of strength. It's not a lack of knowledge. It's a lack of will.
It's up to you. In a world where we're taught to look outside for answers, for a job that will make us happy, for money that will make us happy, the answer is within. We already have it. We already have the answer, but will we unleash it? Will we give it? Will we own it? Will we truly reinvent ourselves to become the people that we're capable of becoming?
The bow too tightly strung is easily broken, says one of the proverbs. Balance is a gorgeous thing. So be monomaniacal in your execution around your high-value targets, your HVTs, your mission plan, but also build in some rewards. And that's going to send a gorgeous message to your conscious and your subconscious mind that, hey, this daily practice of execution around my deliverables is a beautiful thing. And you create this thing called momentum. And the monk who sold his Ferrari, I went back and I saw this recently. I think there's a whole chapter on momentum. And you become like this. I love skiing. You start off small, but as you go down the slope, you pick up momentum. A lot of people say, Robin, where do I start? I want to start a new business. I want to become a better artist. I want to find the love of my life. I want to be a world-class creative. I want to multiply my financial life. Where do I start? You just start. You just start. There's great power in the start. And when you start, life starts supporting you.
Well, God wants us all to be courageous because he knows we'll face times in life and situations and circumstances that it takes more than just the desire. It takes courage. Many people operate on the basis of fear, on the basis of what other people think. We as believers should operate on the basis of courage. Courage to say no when we ought to say no. Courage to say yes when we should say yes. So what kind of courage do you have? Is yours sort of floating between depending on the situation? Or do you know the difference between right and wrong for your life? And you've made up your mind.
Hey everybody, welcome to Launch Ads Live Q&A, Friday, October 24th. How's everybody doing? I got Danny, Doug, Janelle, Nita, Orlando, and Thad in studio today, and glad you guys are here. I'm ready to do as much as we can today to talk about how to use launch ads. So I see we got a chat. Great. You're doing great. Thanks, Thad. Thanks for checking in. Hey, here's the deal. You're free to unmute. You're free to turn on your camera. And we are going to have conversations today because this call is driven by you and by your questions. So who wants to be first with a launch ads how-to question? Let me know.
This is Thad. I'll do it.
Hey, Thad. Thanks.
So if you pause an ad, those ads disappear, right? In Facebook.
Yeah, except they do. Except there's a lag. I've actually noticed a pretty significant lag when you pause a campaign. I've noticed the ads showing up on my phone for like as many as 3 to 4 days later, which is kind of surprising, but I have noticed that. But otherwise, they should stop showing up on Facebook.
Well, I'd rather have them stay, but yeah,
yeah.
But they do disappear. Okay, I thought so because I went and I saw one, and I guess it basically says that the ad is no longer visible or something. I don't remember exactly.
Oh, it showed up on your feed, like
yeah.
on your
this
phone?
content's no longer available or something.
That don't know what that is exactly. Yeah, I paused an ad, gosh, Monday of last week, and I was still seeing it on Thursday. It kept showing up, and it was a little concerning actually in this case because there was an image on one of the ads that the organization I was running it for said, "Oh, we can't put that image out there," and it was like, "Oh, please stop running." But I never saw that image again, but I saw the other ads, so that's kind of strange.
Next question. When you have a Facebook ad and you want to tie in pages and groups, you basically just tag to it.
What do you mean by tie in?
Well, as an audience, that Facebook group or page, I think you can just tag those, right?
I don't know that you can do that with an ad. I've never tried that. I mean,
Okay.
I know you can. Yeah, I don't know if you can do that or not.
Okay, I'll look into it and then see from a targeting perspective.
Yeah.
Because the ads I need to run for my book are, I mean, those groups, those Facebook pages and groups are very targeted. Okay. That's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Thanks for asking and joining. Nita, I see you got your mic unmuted and your camera is on. Are you here to bring live questions today?
I do.
All right.
Have you ever run a funny ad?
Have I ever run one?
Yes.
I have not run a funny ad, but I think Greg has.
Oh, okay. Are those pretty popular?
I mean, I think they're effective. If it depends on what you're selling, right? Or what you're advertising. Some things aren't funny to advertise, but yeah, I mean, if it's all about getting somebody's attention, and then this is really interesting. We had a guy. It's been a while. I haven't seen him in a while, but he was on here, and he was running a funny ad, but he was getting no results, no conversions. And we took a look at it, and the problem was he made a really funny ad that got people's attention, but it had no connection to the actual, or very little connection to the actual product he was trying to sell. So that's the thing with funny ads, is you gotta know that it's going to flow effectively to the landing page, I think.
Okay.
Do you have, what's that? Greg Launchcart did a webinar with her. What's it called? Laugh your ads off.
Yes. Yes. It was pretty interesting, and I was just curious, if you had done one and what were.
Yeah, I haven't. My stuff tends to, I mean, I probably could actually, now that I think about it, with sort of business coaching, the area of getting a CRM that works, things like that. I think I could probably come up with some pretty funny ads, but I just have never done it.
Okay.
When you run a funny ad, I'd love to see it.
I will. You'll be the first to know.
Good. Hey, Danny, Doug, Janelle, I'm sorry if it's not Janelle. You'll have to correct me if I get me saying it correctly. Welcome, and you guys are welcome to pop in here. As always, sometimes we have different people some people join us on a regular basis. Some people, it's your first time. Let's just do that. If it's your first time here, tell me in the chat with a 1. Give me a 1 in the chat if it's your first time here. Doug, welcome. Glad you're here.
Thanks. Is this a regular occurring thing?
It is every week at this hour. Every week at this hour, I go live, and then Greg Ryder had been joining late in the call and going another hour, but I asked him a bit ago if he was coming. I don't know if he's coming today or not, but yeah, this first hour is sort of basic how to use launch ads, how to maximize the tool itself. And then his part of the call tended to be a little bit more focused on strategy, just ads strategy overall. But yep, every week. Let's see. We got Doug and Janelle are first timers, and Janelle has left the house. All right. So having said that, I can do like a real basic run through to top to bottom, how things are looking. One of the reasons we do that from time to time is because the user interface changes, and it's just sort of keeping up with what's happening. So if you'd like, something else came up, and I don't think I can make it. Okay, Greg said he doesn't think he's going to make it today. So again, it's attendee driven. So let me know what I can do that most helpful for you today.
You know, Kevin, I'm not familiar with the ads portion as of yet, but can you kind of explain if this is a part of this group, like the print on demand?
Yeah, so that would fall under the e-commerce, under Launchcart, the store, or if you're building your store in the CRM, you can do it there as well. But that would really fall under those products. Not so the piece that this would have would be running ads to those products once you get the products set up.
Okay.
And again, if you have, that's the kind of thing, if you have an idea, you have things that you're working on for your e-commerce store that Greg would be great to answer those kinds of questions. He and I keep talking about doing 3 Q&As or more a week, one for the CRM, one for the store, and one for launch ads. But so far, this is it. And Marcel, welcome. Waiting for another question. Hey, Danny. It's been a while, I think. Hope you're doing okay. Yeah, been busy. I hope you've been busy with good stuff. Sometimes other stuff keeps us busy. I'm busy putting a new offer out there. That's always a whole process of getting everything put together. Yeah, always in bad also. Yep. I get it. Got an MRI for our daughter on Monday for an ongoing situation for months. So I get the bad and the things that get in the way.
I hope she gets well.
Yeah, we do too. Yeah, for her sake. All right, would you guys like to see just an overview? Give me a yes in the chat, or if not an overview, jump in here with a specific question. I can run through just an overview of where we're at today. Yes, yes. All right, well, 2 yeses is enough. 2 yeses is more than 0 no's. So that's what we're going to do. If you have a question during this, please unmute so you can just holler at me, because once I start doing the demo, I can't watch the chat. So let's see. Share screen. And let's go over here. And so I'm in the CRM. And if you don't already know, over here on the left-hand side near the bottom, there's this tab called Launch Ads, and that's where you're going to go to get into your Launch Ads account. And we're going to go through this. It's interesting. One of the things that they did just in the last couple of days is they moved brand over here, which makes more sense because this is the place you always have to go first to get started. You don't have to, but you should. So the logical place, let me blow up my screen a little bit. There we go. The logical place to start is on the brand tab. And they also, this is new, they moved the connected accounts here into the brand setting. So that's nice. But we're going to start with brand info. And what you're going to do is put your website in here if you have one. If you don't have one, that's okay, but you're going to have trouble running ads if you don't have a URL to send them to. But so you put your URL in here and you click get data from website, and it will go read your website and pretty much fill in these things for you. So it'll choose your industry and everything. I just realized I need to change this. This guy's got so many names. There we go. But that's the brand name. Steven Scott. Look at that. It's here too. That's why my ads keep saying Steven Scott. And it didn't make that up, by the way. That's what's on his website, but he goes by Scott Newman. All right. Can help you relieve pain. And then you can, if you want to, select goals and add these other things. You don't need to. Select your business location. This is not correct. Interesting. San Ramon. Let's go there. All right. So set your location. That's good. Now we're going to go to, once we have that set up, we're going to go to brand voice. And brand voice, you can see here, set how the content should sound, including tone, style, personality, and specific words or phrases. This is for Launch Ads when Launch Ads generates your ad copy. So we want to tell the AI what we want to sound like. And it will generate, it'll start with a default, and you can look through it and just leave it. But here's an example of what we did. Incorporate medical jargon only when necessary for clarity. In other words, don't make this medical jargon heavy. Empathy and understanding and patient-focused communication. This was, by the way, done when we did Generate For Me. So it went out, it found our industry, it found our website, read through it, and said, okay, these are the kinds of things that we want to be a part of it. Let's see. I realize I don't have this, but never use emojis. Never use the long dash, which AI is painfully well known for. It's putting these long dashes in your sentences. Nobody types like that. And then we could put knowledge level, target audience, and you could put specifics in there. Again, this is just the the background form for the AI to say, all right, when it starts generating content for you, this is going to be the tone that it uses. So we do that. And then we go to products and services. And if you have a website that like a store, or in this case, it went to, again, this is Golden State Medical Center. It went out and found all of the different services that they have: integrative medicine, chiropractic, auto. And so this is all populated from the store itself. And if we wanted to, we could put, you can see here, it says website scanned. This one was a manual entry because this was actually what we're running ads to, which is a free knee pain consultant consultation. And so you set these up. Again, this is just background to use when you're ready to run ads. So we can go, you can do add from website, generate, add manually, or bulk upload. If you have a store and you have a whole bunch of products, you could do a bulk upload there with a CSV. And then that's the basic background for the brand information that we're going to put into our account, so that we can go to the next level, which is go to connected accounts. And here is where we're going to connect to any of the accounts we're going to be advertising in. So you can see right now, we're getting ready to connect Google and go to the next level with Google Ads. But right now we just have Meta and Instagram connected. And when you do it, all of the processes are a little bit different because all of the ads managers are a little bit different. But you basically click connect, and then it'll take you through a process to enter your credentials and get you connected. And I can't do it for him right now because I don't have his Google access yet. So, but it would take you through the steps to get that connected. Make sure you select no thanks. Okay, that is your platforms that you're connected to. And let's see. From there, the next thing, once you have those things done, you can go to advertise and get ready to launch your first ad. So I'll walk through creating a new, we'll create an ad today for a different product because I've already done this for knee pain consultation. So let's go just choose, let's choose chiropractic. We'll just, here we go. Trigger point injections. That's more, sorry, I almost said that's more targeted. That's actually, hopefully it's targeted. It says right there, targeted injections. So this is a more targeted product, right? So we're going to go to drive leads. Nope. We're going to go to website actions. We're going to just drive traffic for now. You can do traffic, send them to, we're trying to get sales. We're trying to get conversions, which could be signups for things versus sales. And you can also drive leads using a Facebook leads form, or get people to call you directly, or connect to you through chat. So the final thing here is boost posts, through play for videos, engagement messages. I'm going to go, because let's say this is the first time. In this case, and this is the way it is for a lot of you probably as well, but in this case, Scott doesn't have a pixel that's trained at all. The pixel is like completely a clean slate. So we have to train the pixel. And so one of the things that we're doing right now is just running a lot of traffic, so we can start to have Facebook understand who responds to our ads. So I'm going to do that again for this one. I'm going to choose a traffic objective, a goal. So you can see right here, it says goal traffic. And then I am going to go to, we already selected the product, trigger point injections, and we're going to add raw assets. Now I'm going to go upload or scan from your site. So first thing I'm going to do, I don't know what all we have on the site, but I'm going to go to the website, and we're going to go here. I might need to go to the site and see if there's a specific page for this. Hold on just a second. We'll go. Let's go. So we have all kinds of services. Trigger point injections. Okay, there's an image. Oh, that's right. His his site is locked down, man. You can't copy any images or any content from it at all. So I'm gonna cheat here. I'm gonna use my cheat code, see if a screenshot will work.
Well, how is that possible? You know.
Yeah, I don't know. Whoever built this site, this is one of the problems he's dealing with. They won't allow him to put a pixel on his site. He has very little control over this site. I'm sure it's probably some WordPress plugin, or I don't even know what this site is built on. But
Okay.
I'm going to do this just because they like this image, so I'll grab this one. And then I'm going to go to Free Pick and find me some more images. I'm just going to type in trigger. Whoops. Trigger point injections. Let's see what we can find. All right, look at that. We got a lot of good ones. Here's one. We'll download this one. We'll download this one. I don't know if these all actually relate to the actual product, so we'll just do that. Might be, I don't know. Some of that might be dry needling. I don't know. But it's going to work for us. I'm going to go upload those. Sorry. I'm going to go upload those. I click the upload button here now, and I'm going to upload the media. And I probably should have made those images smaller, but we're going to just grab these. And these are going to be what's called raw images. Let me go to my screenshots, grab the one that's actually on the page. And this one. All right, so we're adding images. You can also go to AI and create images. So we could say, let's try this out a little bit. So we're going to say patient receiving trigger point injection. Whoops. And what text should be shown on the image? Nothing. Let's just click generate and see what happens. Stop me if I need to share the right screen or anything like that. Sometimes I get moving and I am not even sharing the right screen. Everybody with me so far?
Yes.
while we're waiting. See in the chats. Yes. Danny, will there be any updates for Launchcart where customers can receive a notification when new products are added to a store? I do not know the answer to that, Danny. You would have to ask support that question. The reason is I don't operate in Launchcart as much. I use Launch Ads. I train on Launch Ads, and it's a great question. I would recommend you post it in the Facebook group, or there's a little support tab. Let's see if we go back here. Down here in the bottom right, when you're in the CRM, if you pop this open, you should be able to ask your question there and see if you can get some answers about that. All right. Did we get anything? Oh, no images found. Interesting. That's weird. Well, I'll skip that for now. It shouldn't be finding images. It should be generating images. Doctor and patient. Let's try it one more time. Patient, generate. It's okay if this doesn't work now, but we do want to make sure it works for you, but it's not going to keep us from creating an ad. As a matter of fact, let's not wait for that. Let's just move on. We can also put in here chiropractor and search. And so we have a couple of, images here we could use. Let's these don't have the trigger point injection, so I'm not going to use them, but you can see there are a couple here that we could use. All right, let's go back to our uploaded images and select them. So we're going to choose this one. So right now we're choosing what it would look like as a square image and what it would look like as a 9x. We're not going to do the 9x16 on that one. We're just going to choose the square. You can see it showed up down here as selected images. Let's grab this one. Whoops, I clicked on the preview instead of, nope, now I clicked edit. Sorry, guys. You want to close? Yes, I do. Let's just click on it. Okay, it doesn't like that one, probably because of the shape. Let's click on this one. That works. Will it work this way? It will. Let's do this. And sure, we can use that if we want to. So that's going to give us 4 images. I think we're limited to 5 here. So let's grab this one then. And that one is probably more dry needling, but what do I know about medical stuff? Not much. And save changes. Yeah, it didn't save it. By the way, I've noticed that it didn't save it because I was taking more than 5. It's unfortunate it didn't at least save 1, but we're just going to grab that one. Okay, we've got 5. These are called raw images, and the reason they're called raw images is they don't have any content on top of them. They don't have any text, any buy now, anything like that. And that's the kind of images we want here, where it says raw assets, unbranded images, no logos, text, or colors. So that's what we've got. Now we have 3 options here. We can generate creatives, which is going to take our raw images and create videos or still images with writing on them. We can have it generate our audience, or if you already know your audience, let's say you're running it to a lookalike or retargeting, you could turn this off so it's not going to mess with doing that. And then generate ad copy we want to do, because down here we're going to want different primary texts and headlines. So let's go and we're going to select generate ad copy and generate creatives, and we're going to click generate. So you can see over here on the right, this is the last ad we ran. So it's there until it regenerates this new ad content. So let's let it read the website. Understanding your business. Hey, Danny, is this an LC theme? I'm not sure what you were talking about. If you were talking about the site, no, that's a website that he had built some Website Builder did that. So I think that's what you were saying. Maybe that's what you were referring to. All right, so we're getting some new creatives. We're getting some new content. And you can see it starting to appear over here on the right. But we still have the knee pain content there, so it's going to replace that. Oh, I think I made a mistake. I needed to change the URL. Let me go get the actual URL for trigger point injections. We probably have to redo this. And I'll tell you why. Because it took Suffering in Silence with Knee Pain. Well, it's writing ad copy now. Let's just give it a minute. All right. Yeah, so you see this non-surgical treatment. This is all for the knee pain site that we were using, and I'm going to go put in the actual page that has the copy about the trigger point injections, and I'm going to go back and redo this generation because let's see. Generate. Yeah. I'm going to go regenerate this because it should have done it based on this and on that website. So let's go ahead and hit generate again. That's my fault for not changing the URL so that it would go directly to the actual one that has the content on it. What are your thoughts so far while we wait? We just have to wait for this spinning wheel and this AI to do its work. Wait impatiently for AI to do what it would have taken us hours to do if we were doing it ourselves, right?
I really like that it gives you really, really nice pictures.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, you can work with these.
Mm-hmm. I'm a little concerned. It keeps giving me the knee pain stuff here. That is problematic. We'll give it time to finish. Yeah, really. Now it seems like it's in a loop. Look at this. Generating content, getting ad copy, writing ad copy. Now it's stuck in a loop. Not good, guys. I've not seen this happen before, by the way. I've created a lot of ads and never seen this. Oh, there we go. It finally came through. But again, it did not change these. I'm going to try it one more time, deleting these. And let's see. I'm not sure what's going on. I don't know if I have to refresh my page or what, because it's okay. It still has a website. Okay, I do not know what's going on here. The website. Gold traffic. And we're good there. We're doing trigger point injections. I am really sorry, guys. We should be, those of you that have used it know that normally it's going to give us a good primary and secondary text. We got generate ad copy in here. I'm going to go through my steps again. One more. Does not like that one. That's fine. We'll go edit this. And yeah, we don't want to do that. Sure you want to close the editor? Yes. All right, let's just go with 4 this time. Oh, invalid image should be greater than 400. I think that the screenshot got me a really small image that time. All right, let's go to this one. And we'll add this. All right. Now we've got our images again. Let's go to this. All right, so all right, guys, I think this is very confused because of my cache. This is crazy. The Woodsmith. Custom woodwork built to last. Wow. This is not a good demo of what launch ads can do, and I'm shocked. Let me try some. I'm going to try reloading my page. I'm going to try reloading my cache and everything, and just see if I can. This again, because I run ads for multiple different accounts. This little piece right here is an iframe inside of this larger piece, and sometimes that cache doesn't get cleaned out. So I'm going to go through a little process here. I'm going to empty cache and hard reload. And then we're going to come back in. I always interrupt if you have a specific question and I'm not getting to it. Maybe change it on branding. I'll check, Danny. Okay, so we're back in. Let's go to brand, products and services. We've got trigger point injections. Let's edit this and see. Ah, look at that. Okay, there's the site. Good call. Here, I'm going to add the raw assets to it as well. So we have that automatically on here. My bad, guys. Okay, so now we have 5 images connected to the actual product. We changed this in the branding. Targeted injections aimed at alleviating pain. That looks good. We're going to save that. So that updates the actual product. Now you can see the images are there. Let's go back to advertise now. We're going to go to Meta, traffic, trigger point injections. You can see it brought in the raw images. I still don't want to generate the audience. I'm going to generate creatives and copy. And let's just check down here. Yep, it's good now. So let's try that. Generate. Oh, it's still got the, it says it's generating, but it's still showing us that ad copy for the other ad. All right, guys. I am really blown away here right now. Now it's the best investment opportunity. This is really messed up. Chiropractic. Lorem ipsum. Holy cow. This is unbelievable. And we've got these best homes, best prices, best investment opportunity. Nothing is right, guys. Well, the image. We got the guy being injected with the best homes. Wow. I got to get in touch with Greg immediately. This is one of those times when I'm glad I'm not the guy who's responsible for writing the program. Something's not good. Something is not good. Matter of fact, this is taking a long time. It's taking longer than normal and giving me horrible, non-usable creatives. Go global now, Logistics Pro. What the heck?
I think these are funny ads.
Yeah. You asked me earlier if I do funny ads. Here's one. Let's take a look at this one.
Okay.
Fast, reliable, and secure courier services tailored to your needs. Also, by the way, we can do trigger point injections
Okay.
for our drivers. Gym class, get a free hour. This is weird. It's just this random construction company, logistics. All right, guys, I'm gonna stop sharing because we're obviously not getting a demo of actual. Oh, you know what I'm gonna do? I'll share screen, and we'll go through it with creatives that we have instead of using theirs. See, it didn't even generate more content. So we can't even do that. All right, let's change the tone to be humorous. Since we're making a funny ad here. This is crazy. I'm sorry, everybody. This is, by the way, when you have content, you can actually go change the tone with this AI. So you can you can manage content you already have and sort of tweak it. But I'm not positive that's going to give us anything. Let's say that all of that looked good. You can go down to targeting, and this is where you would edit your targeting like you normally do on Facebook to choose the audience you're trying to reach. And then you would go put your website in that you're sending people to, set your budget, and then you can go down to launch campaign, and that will get your Facebook ad going. But we've got issues that I've got to research and figure out what's going on, guys. Sorry. Little side note here for launch ads, you can also connect your actual Facebook social account, and you can use launch ads to create posts and schedule them and send them off. You can also check analytics for your advertising as well as your website if you use your Google Pixel. And those are just some things that are available. I feel really badly that we had a terrible demo today. There's nothing I could do about it. So I will get off of this call and contact Greg right away and say, what's going on? Any other questions? That was terrible.
I am good. It happens.
It happens. It's crazy. I've never seen it. I've never seen it. I've never seen it do something like that. It was just like randomly choosing stuff and putting it together. Something's not good. All right. Well, how about we call it a day today, unless you have something else to answer a question on. Other than that, I think it's not worth staying on the call because we got issues with the application. Everybody good with that?
I
I'll be
am.
back. I'll be back next week with a lot better. Waiting for the next step. Quentin, what do you mean waiting for the next step?
Yeah, basically the reading the information, the feedback coming back from actual launch.
I'm sorry.
So we put Daniel's done all of that, put everything together, put a plan, and
yeah, we just wanted to make sure everything was running smoothly. We think we got it. Let's see what we have. Yeah, just make sure we're running smoothly with the launch ads.
he couldn't quite get it through that first stage, and so I said that we're just waiting for the second stage.
Oh yeah. Okay. So are you just now trying to set up your ads?
No, they've been set up, but as far as launching them, but I think they're all yeah, they're live though.
Oh, cool. Okay. You getting any results back?
I don't know. I got like something like what 12.9 CTR and
Awesome.
yeah, so we just set
That's
that up.
great.
Yeah, what we launched at like 4 o'clock this morning.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. So you're very early in the process. But you like to see that I've been running an ad for 2 weeks, and the first day it was at 0.5 CTR. And so I did what I always advise everybody else to do. I let it go. And it's over 2 weeks, it's now at 1.8, which is better than benchmark, but it's nothing. I'd rather see 15%.
Yeah. Okay. That was good. Yeah, I think we did everything Greg mentioned with the prompts and everything.
Yeah.
Prompt Cowboy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. Good.
All
Well, maybe next week you'll have some like a week worth of data, and we can take a look at it.
Okay.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah, would love to see it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think I'll end the call today, and I'm going to go play around with it, talk to Greg, and see what we can figure out. I'll be back next week, guys. Thanks.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
See you next time.
Kevin.